Yeah, hi, I'd like to order a burial for my network service. April 8th, 2024, a day that will live in infamy. That's the day Nintendo shut down the remaining online services for the Wii U and 3DS, following the eShop closure in March 2023, the discontinuation of Miiverse and Wii U Chat in November 2017, Nintendo Zone in August 2016, and Nintendo TV in August 2015. Who the hell used Nintendo TV? The Wii U and 3DS are dead. They do not have a pulse. Unless you want to play offline, that's fine. Don't worry, I'm not going to gloss over it. I know you noticed. Yep, the rumors are true. I'm wearing new socks today. Oh yeah, and I also got a new wall. What happened to my old wall? It's a pretty cool story, actually. It's allergy season, so I had a humidifier, and funny thing, paper and wet go together like Justin Timberlake and a bad crab cake. Bad. Wait, what the hell did I tape paper to my wall for? And that brings us to the now. From here on out, it's Drywall City, and that's about it. Nintendo Network is gone, which leaves a lot of 3DS and Wii U games in a sort of weird place. What is Splatoon without online play? Yeah, I mean, you got the single player mode, but outside of that, this game is lacking its most important element. Splatoon 2 and 3 do exist, but the original still had its own fairly active player base, and there are some differences in the gameplay and such that make it interesting to come back to see how things have changed. Sure, in the original Mario Maker you'll still be able to make your own levels, but that is a lot of online content being lost with the shutdown. And yeah, Mario Maker 2. But this game having its own thousands of user-created levels makes the shutdown kind of feel like it's invalidating all that hard work in a way. Plus, at least in my eye, it has a certain charm the sequel doesn't. What is that charm? I can be Hello Kitty in this one. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, you can't use the Dream Suite anymore, and that was one of the best parts of the game. How am I gonna get to Ica Village now? Not to mention the online island minigames. That was one of the best things they didn't bring to New Horizons. And that's on top of the online features of Mario Kart 7, and Pokemon X and Y, and Dead or Alive Dimensions, and Wii Sports Club, and Animal Crossing. Probably picked up that I brought up some of the modern alternatives to these games on Switch just now. Oh, why don't you just play the Switch versions then? That's what you sound like. No, these are not the same games. Most of the examples I brought up involve user-created content. This user-created content is unique to the Wii U and 3DS versions of these games and cannot be accessed in their sequels. There's some great stuff here, and the shutdown means that none of it will be officially accessible anymore. So yeah, while the sequels to these games are often vast improvements upon their predecessors, there's still reason to go back to the older entries. Also, you don't have to pay to play online in them. So Toru Iwata once stated, albeit in 2003, that he didn't think it was reasonable for people to have to pay for both their games and an online service. I guess now is an okay time to bring it up. Nintendo Switch Online. It's fine. Starting at $20 a year, you get access to online play, a selection of NES, SNES, and Game Boy games, and unique profile pictures. For $50 a year, you get all that plus some N64 and Sega Genesis games, as well as included DLC for most Nintendo-made games that have it. I think NSO is an okay deal. I, along with the majority of people, would prefer to just outright buy the retro games instead of paying a subscription for them. The online itself works okay. I've never had any major issues with it. Most of the time at least. Considering Switch Online is way cheaper than its competitors, I feel less frustrated paying for it, but still, man, remember when this stuff was all free? Do I think it's fair to charge for online play? If you charge a fair price, yeah, and Switch Online does a fairly good job at that. Do I think it's fair to charge for online play when it used to always be free? No, not really. Do I think the bonuses you get with Switch Online make it worth paying for? I mean, I guess, but again, most Switch just want to outright buy the games, and new games are drip-fed so slowly. Anyway, back to when this all was free. Where do we go from here? Sure, on the 3DS, local play and Street Pass still survive, so official multiplayer for that console isn't completely dead, but the Wii U lacks any connectivity with other consoles now. If only there was some kind of fan-made alternative to Nintendo Network in the same vein as something like Wiifi that would bring back all the original online features on both the Wii U and 3DS, that would also bring back features like Miiverse as well as improvements upon the original service, and that would be completely free to use right now. Enter Pretendo Network, a network revival service that's been in depth since years before the shutdown. Not only does it restore online play for both consoles, it also brings back Miiverse, as well as having emulator support for both Cemu and Citra. Whoops, it's pretty easy to set up. Heck, you don't even need a modded console to use it. Not all games are supported yet, but as time goes on, more games will be, and everything will be fine and dandy. Also, I'm pretty sure it preserves user-created content. Don't quote me on that though, I couldn't get a straight answer. Playing games with my friends through Nintendo Network helped to shape some of my favorite gaming memories, and seeing the future go, at least in the official sense, is pretty sad, honestly. But hey, with Pretendo Network being the AED to Nintendo Network's non-beating heart, the future's somewhat bright for us 8th gen Nintendo fans. I just hope Nintendo doesn't catch wind of it and care enough to do anything about it. Oh, what's this? A major news outlet reporting on Pretendo Network? I know that in reality your article probably isn't going to affect anything, but you're part of the problem, so you son of a bitch.